Hi to all, welcome to HAF channel. You are watching health, environment, food safety, fire safety, sustainability solutions. Today we are discussing very interesting topic, that is what is the exactly coronavirus COVID-19 questions and answers as per World Health Organizations. So every person thinking for that lot of confusions in his or her mind about coronavirus diseases, how it is happens, what is the spreads. So there is a 24 questions from that World Health Organizations. So there is a questions and answers very clearly mentions as per that guidelines of World Health Organizations. So let us discuss about first question is that what is the coronavirus? What is the coronavirus? The coronavirus are a large family of viruses which may cause illness in animals or humans. In humans, several coronavirus are known to cause respiratory infections ranging from the common cold to more severe disease such as a Middle East Respiratory Syndrome MERS and severe acute respiratory syndrome. The most recently discovered corona causes coronavirus disease COVID-19. So this is an entirely clear picture about the coronavirus definition and what is coronavirus. Number 2, what is COVID-19? The COVID-19 is the infectious disease caused by the most recently discovered coronavirus. This new virus and disease were unknown before the outbreak began in Wuhan, China in December 2019. COVID-19 is now a pandemic affecting many countries globally. So this is the COVID-19 definitions. And number 3, what are the symptoms of COVID-19? What are the symptoms of COVID-19? The most common symptoms of COVID-19 are fever, dry cough, and tiredness. Other symptoms that are less common and may affect some patients include aches and pains, nasal congestion, headache, conjunctivitis, sore throat, diarrhea, loss of taste or smell, or a rash on skin or discoloration of fingers or toes. These symptoms are usually mild and begin gradually. Some people become infected but only have very mild symptoms. The most people, about 80%, recover from the disease without needing hospital treatment. Around 1 out of every 5 people who gets COVID-19 becomes seriously ill and develops difficulty breathing. The older people and those with underlying medical problems like blood pressure, heart and lung problems, diabetes or cancer are at higher risk of the developing serious illness. So heart and lung problems and or cancer are the higher risk of the developing serious illness. However, anyone can catch COVID-19 and become a seriously ill. People of all ages who experience fever and cough associated with difficulty breathing, shortness of breath, chest of pain, pressure or loss of speech or movement should seek medical attention immediately. If possible, it is recommended to call the healthcare provider or facility first, so the patient can be directed to the right clinic. So next question, what should I do if I have COVID-19 symptoms and when should I seek medical care? What should I do if I have COVID-19 symptoms and when should I seek medical care? This is the very straight question. If you have minor symptoms such as a slight cough or mild fever, There is a generally no need to seek medical care. Stay at home, self-isolate and monitor your symptoms. Follow national guidance on self-isolation. So, however, if you live in an area with malaria or dengue fever, it is important that you do not ignore symptoms of fever. Seek medical help when you attend the health facility. Wear a mask if possible. Keep at least 1 meter distance from other people and do not touch surface with your hands. If it is a child who is sick, help the child sick to this advice. Seek immediate medical care if you have difficulty breathing or pain, pressure in the chest. If possible, call your healthcare provider in advance so she can direct you to the right health facility. So, next question, how does COVID-19 spread? How does COVID-19 spread? How does COVID-19 transfer? People can catch COVID-19 from others who have the virus. The disease spreads primarily from person to person through small droplets from the nose or mouth, which are expelled when a person with COVID-19 coughs, sneezes, or speaks. These droplets are relatively heavy, do not travel far, and quickly sink to the ground. People can catch COVID-19 if they breathe in these droplets from a person infected the virus. This is why it is important to stay at least 1 meter away from others. These droplets can land on objects and surfaces around the person such as tables, doorknobs and handrails. People can become infected by touching these objects or surfaces, then touching their eyes, nose or mouth. This is why it is important to wash your hands regularly with soap and water, clean with alcohol-based hand rub. WHO is assessing ongoing research on the ways that COVID-19 is spread and will continue to share updated findings. The next question is, can COVID-19 be caught from a person who has no symptoms? Can COVID-19 be caught from a person who has no symptoms? So, for this, we have to answer COVID-19 is mainly spread through respiratory droplets expelled by someone who is coughing or has other symptoms such as fever or tiredness. The many people with COVID-19 experience only mild symptoms. This is particularly true in the early stages of the disease. It is possible to catch COVID-19 from someone who has just a mild cough and does not feel ill. Some reports have indicated that people with no symptoms can transmit the virus. It is not yet known how often it happens. WHO assessing ongoing research on the topic and will continue to share that updating findings. And next question, how can we protect others and ourselves if we do not know who is infected? I'm repeating again, how can we protect others and ourselves if we don't know who is infected? For this, practicing hand and respiratory hygiene is important at all times and is the best way to protect others and yourself. When possible, maintain at least 1 meter gap distance between yourself and others. This is especially important if you are standing by someone who is coughing or sneezing. Since someone infected persons may not yet exhibiting symptoms or their symptoms may be mild, maintaining a physical distance with everyone is a good idea if you are in area where COVID-19 is circulating. So next question, what should I do if I have come in close contact with someone who has COVID-19. The question is that what should I do if I have come in close contact with someone who has COVID-19? If you have been in close contact with someone with COVID-19, you may be infected. Close contact means that you live with or have been settings of less than 1 meter from those who have the disease. In these cases, it is the best to stay at home. However, if you live in an area with malaria or dengue fever, it is important that you don't ignore symptoms of fever. Seek medical help. When you attend the health facility, wear a mask if possible. Keep at least 1 meter distance from other people and do not touch surfaces with your hands. If it is a child who is sick, help the child. Stick to this advice. If you don't live in an area with malaria or dengue fever, please following instructions should be follow. If you become ill even with very mild symptoms, you must self isolate. Even if you don't think if you have been exposed to COVID-19 but develop symptoms, then self isolate and monitor yourself. You are more likely to infect others in the early stages of the disease when you just have mild symptoms. Therefore, early self isolation is very important. If you do not have symptoms but have been exposed to an infected person, self quarantine for 14 days. If you have definitely had COVID-19 confirmed by test, self isolate for 14 days even after symptoms have disappeared as a precautionary measure. It is not yet known exactly how long people remain infectious after they have recovered, though you can follow the national advice on self isolations. So next question is that what does it mean to self isolate? What does it means to self isolate? The self isolation is an important measure taken by those who have COVID-19 symptoms to avoid infecting others in the community, including family members. Self isolation is when a person who is experiencing fever, cough, or other COVID-19 symptoms stays at home and does not go to work, school, or public places. This can be voluntarily or based on his her health care providers' recommendations. However, if you live in an area with malaria or dengue fever, it is important that you do not ignore symptoms of fever. Seek medical help. When you attend the health facility, wear a mask if possible. Keep at least 1 meter distance from other people and do not touch surfaces with your hands. If it is a child who is sick, help the child. Stick to this advice. If you do not live in an area with malaria or dengue fever, please follow that precautions below. If a person is in self isolation, if it is because he or she is ill but not severely ill, requiring medical attention is mandatory. Have a large, well ventilated with hand hygiene and toilet facilities. If this is not possible, place beds at least 1 meter apart. Keep at least 1 meter from others, even from your family members. Monitor your symptoms daily. Isolate for 14 days, even if you feel healthy. If you develop difficulty breathing, contact your healthcare provider immediately. Call them first if possible. Stay positive and energized by keeping in touch with loved ones by phone or online and by exercising yourself at home. The next question is that what should I do if I have no symptoms but I think I have been exposed to COVID-19? What does it mean to self quarantine? It's very important from everyone. The question is that what should I do if I have no symptoms but I think I have been exposed to COVID-19? What does it mean to self quarantine? To self quarantine means to separate yourself from others because you have been exposed to someone with COVID-19 even though you yourself do not have symptoms during self quarantine, you monitor yourself for symptoms. The goal of the self quarantine is to prevent transmission. Since people who become ill with the COVID-19 can affect and infect people immediately, self quarantine can prevent some infections from happening. In this case, have a large well ventilated single room with hand hygiene and toilet facilities required. If this is not available, place beds at least 1 meter apart. Keep at least 1 meter distance from others, even from your family members. Monitor your symptoms daily. Self quarantine for 14 days even if you feel healthy. If you develop difficulty breathing, contact your healthcare provider immediately. Call them first if possible. Stay positive and energized by keeping in touch with loved ones by phone or online and by exercising yourself at home. However, if you live in an area with malaria or dengue fever, it is important that you do not ignore symptoms of fever. Seek medical help when you attend the health facility. Wear a mask if possible. Keep at least 1 meter distance from other people and do not touch surfaces with your hands. If it is a child who is sick, help the child. Stick to this advice. The next question is that what is the difference between self-isolation, self-quarantine and distancing? What is the difference between self-isolation, self-quarantine and distancing? Quarantine means restricting activities or separating people who are not ill themselves but may have been exposed to COVID-19. The goal is to prevent spread of the disease at the time when people just develop symptoms. Isolation means separating people who are ill with symptoms of COVID-19 and may be infectious to prevent the spread of the disease. Physical distancing means being physically apart. WHO recommends keeping at least 1 meter distance from others. This is a general measures that everyone should take even if they are well with no one exposed to COVID-19. Next question. Can children or adolescents catch COVID-19? Can children or adolescents catch COVID-19? Research indicates that children and adolescents are just as likely to become infected as any other age group and can spread the disease, and especially below 10 years kids and above 60 years age group persons. Self quarantine and self isolation is mandatory, and keep calm and keep safe in that your home. Better to don't go for outside, and World Health Organizations given clear advice for this below 10 years old kids and above 65 years old. Evidence to date suggests that children and young adults are less likely to get severe disease, but severe cases can still happen in these age groups. Children and adults should follow the same guidance on self quarantine and self isolation. If there is a risk they have been exposed or showing symptoms, it is particularly important that children avoid contact with older people and others who are at risk or more severe disease. Next question is that what can I do to protect myself and prevent the spread of disease? It's a very important question. What can I do protect myself and prevent the spread of disease? Stay aware of latest information on the COVID-19 outbreak available on World Health Organization website and national-wide websites and that CDC websites. Through your national and local public health authority, most countries around the world have seen of COVID-19 and many have experienced outbreaks. Authorities in China and some other countries have succeeded in slowing their outbreaks. However, the situation is unpredictable, so check regularly for the latest news. You can reduce your chances of being infected of spreading COVID-19 by taking simple precautions. Regularly and thoroughly clean your hands with an alcohol based hand rub or wash them with soap and water. Why? Washing with your hands with soap and water or using alcohol based hand rubs kills viruses that may be on your hands. And maintain at least 1 meter distance between yourself and others. Why? Means when someone coughs or sneezes or speaks, they spray small liquid droplets from their nose or mouth which may contain virus. If you are too close, you can breathe in the droplets, including the COVID-19 virus if the person has the disease. Avoid going to crowded places. Why? Where people come together in crowds, you are more likely to come into close contact with someone that has COVID-19, and it is more difficult to maintain physical distance of 1 meter. And avoid touching eyes, nose, and mouth. Why? Hands touch many surfaces and can pick up virus. Once contaminated, hands can transfer the virus to your eyes, nose, or mouth. From there, the virus can enter your body and infect you. And make sure you and the people around you follow good respiratory hygiene. This means covering your mouth and nose with your bent elbow or tissue when you cough or sneeze. Then dispose of the used tissue immediately and wash your hands. Why? Droplets spread virus. By following good respiratory hygiene, you protect the people around you from the virus such as a cold, flu, and COVID-19. Stay home, self-isolate even with symptoms such as a cough, headache, mild fever until you recover. Have someone bring your supplies. If you need to leave your house, wear a mask to avoid infecting others. Why? Avoiding contact with others will protect them from possible COVID-19 and other viruses. If you have a fever or cough and difficulty breathing, seek medical attentions. But call by telephone in advance. Use telemedicine technology, telehealth technology if possible, and follow the directions of your local health authority. Why? National and local authorities will have the most up-to-date information on the situation in your area. Calling in advance will allow your healthcare provider to quickly direct you to the right health facility. This will also protect you and help prevent the spread of viruses and other infections. Keep up to date on the latest information from trusted sources such as the World Health Organizations of your local and national health authorities. Why? Means local and national authorities are the best placed to advise on what people in your area should be doing to protect themselves. The next question is that, is there a vaccine or drug or treatment for COVID-19? The next question is very important question. Everybody is asking for this question for COVID-19. Is there a vaccine or drug or treatment for COVID-19? While some Western traditional or home remedies may provide comfort and alleviate symptoms of mild COVID-19, there are no medicines that have been shown to prevent or cure the disease. WHO does not recommend self-medication with any medicines, including antibiotics, as a prevention of cure for COVID-19. However, there are several ongoing critical trials of both Western and traditional medicines. WHO is coordinating efforts to develop vaccines and medicines to prevent and treat COVID-19 and will continue to provide updated information as soon as research results become available. The most effective ways to protect yourself and others against COVID-19 are to clean your hands frequently and thoroughly, avoid touching your eyes and mouth and nose, cover your cough with a bend of elbow or tissue. If your tissue is used, discard it immediately and wash your hands. Maintain a distance at least 1 meter from others. Next question. Does WHO recommend wearing medical masks to prevent the spread COVID-19? Does WHO recommend wearing medical masks to prevent spread of COVID-19? Currently, there is not enough evidence for against the use of masks in healthy individuals in the wider community. However, WHO is actively studying rapidly evolving science on masks and continuously updates its guidance. Medical masks are recommended primarily in healthcare settings but can be considered in their circumstances. Medical masks should be combined with other key infectious prevention and control measures such as hand hygiene and physical distancing. Healthcare workers followed medical masks. Why? Means the why medical masks and respirators such as the N95, FFP2 or equivalent are recommended for and should be reserved for healthcare workers while giving care to patients. Close contact with people with suspected or confirmed COVID-19 and their surroundings environment are the main routes of transmission, which means healthcare workers are the most exposed. That is the reason healthcare workers must and should be medical masks and such as N95 recommended masks should be followed. People who are sick and exhibiting symptoms of COVID-19. Why? People who are sick and exhibiting symptoms of COVID-19. Why? Anyone who is sick and who is the mild symptoms such as a muscle aches, slight cough, or sore throat or fatigue should isolate at home and use a medical mask according to WHO's recommendation on home care of patients with suspected COVID-19. Coughing, sneezing, or talking can generate droplets that can spread the infection. These droplets can reach the face of others nearby and land on the surrounding environment. If an infected person coughs, sneezes, or talks while wearing a medical mask, this can help to protect those nearby from infection. If a sick person needs to go to health facility, they should wear a medical mask. Anyone taking care of the person at home who is sick with COVID-19? Why? Those caring of for individual who are sick with COVID-19 should wear a medical mask for protection. Again, close, frequent and prolonged contact with someone with COVID-19 puts caretakers at high risk. National disease makers may also choose and recommend medical mask use for certain individuals using a risk-based approach. This approach takes into consideration the purpose of the mask, risk of exposure, and vulnerability of the wearer, the setting, the feasibility of use, and the types of mask to be considered. Next question: how to properly wear a medical mask? How to properly wear a medical mask? If you choose to wear a mask, before touching the mask, clean hands with alcohol-based hand rub or soap and water. Take the mask and inspect it for tears or holes. Orient which side its head top side where the metal strip is. Ensure the proper side of the mask faces outwards, the colored side. Place the mask to your face. Pinch the metal stripe or stiff edge of the mask so it molds to the shape of your nose. Pull down the mask's bottom so it covers your mouth and your chin. Do not touch the mask while you are wearing it for protection. After use, take off the mask with clean hands. Remove the elastic loops from behind the ears while keeping the mask away from your face and claws to avoid touching the potentially contaminated surface of the mask. Discard the mask in a closed bin immediately after use. Do not reuse the mask. Perform hand hygiene after touching or discarding the mask. Use alcohol-based hand rub or, if visibly soiled, wash your hands with soap and water. Be aware that there is a global shortage of medical masks, both surgical masks and N95 masks. These should be reserved as such as possible for healthcare workers. Remember that masks are not a substitute for others. More effectively ways to protect yourself and others against COVID-19 such as frequently washing your hands and covering your cough with a bend of elbow or tissue to maintain the distance of at least 1 meter from the others. You follow that basic protective measures against the new coronavirus information. Okay, and the next question is that how long does it take after exposure to COVID-19 to develop symptoms? How long does it take after exposure to COVID-19 develop symptoms? The time between exposure to COVID-19 and the moment when symptoms start is commonly around 5 to 6 days, but can range from 1 to 14 days as per that World Health Organization's guidelines. And next question, what is the connection between COVID-19 and animals? COVID-19 and animals connections means the COVID-19 is a spread through human to human transmission. We already know a lot of about that other viruses in the coronavirus family, and most of these types of viruses have an origin in animals. The COVID-19 virus is also called SARS-CoV-2, is a new virus in humans. This is also called SARS-CoV-2, is a new virus in humans. The possible animal source of COVID-19 has not yet been confirmed, but research is ongoing. WHO continues to monitor the latest research on this and other COVID-19 topics and will update as new findings is available. And what is the question of that? Can I catch COVID-19 from my pet or other animals? Can I catch COVID-19 from my pet or other animals means several dogs and cats, domestic cats and tigers in contact with infected humans have tested positive for COVID-19. In addition, ferrets appear to be susceptible to the infection. In experimental conditions, both cats and ferrets were able to transmit infections to other animals of the same species. However, there is no evidence that these animals can transmit the disease to humans and spread COVID-19. The COVID-19 is mainly spread through droplets produced when an infected person coughs, sneezes or speaks. Minks raised in farms have also been detected with the virus. Most likely they have been infected by farm workers. In a few instances, the minks that were infected by humans have transmitted the virus to other peoples. These are all the first reported cases of animal to human transmission. It is still recommended that people who are sick with COVID-19 and people who are at risk limit contact with the companion and other animals when caring for animals. Basic hygiene measures should always be implemented. This includes hand washing after handling animals, their food or supplies, as well as avoiding kissing, licking or sharing food. Okay, so WHO continues to monitor the latest research and the other COVID-19 topics for this. And next question, how long does the virus survive on surface? How long does the virus survive on surfaces? The most important thing to know about coronavirus on surfaces is that they can easily be cleaned with common household disinfectants that will kill the virus. Studies have shown that COVID-19 virus can survive for up to 72 hours on plastic and stainless steel, less than 4 hours on copper and less than 24 hours on cardboard. As always, clean your hands with an alcohol-based hand rub or wash them with soap and water. Avoid touching your eyes and mouth or nose. Next question, how to grocery shop safely? How to grocery shop safely? When grocery shopping, keep at least 1 meter distance from others and avoid touching your eyes, mouth and nose. If possible, sanitize the hands of shopping trolleys or baskets before shopping. Once home, wash your hands thoroughly and also after handling and storing your purchased products very clean and neat in a separate place. This is currently no confirmed case of COVID-19 transmitted through food or food packaging. And what is the next question? How to wash fruits and vegetables? How to wash fruits and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables are important components of a healthy diet. Wash them the same way you should do under any circumstances before handling them. Wash your hands with soap and water. Then wash fruits and vegetables thoroughly with clean water, especially if you eat them raw. And what are antibiotics effective in preventing or treating COVID-19? Are antibiotics effective in preventing or treating COVID-19? No. Antibiotics do not work against viruses. They only work on bacterial infections. COVID-19 is caused by a virus, so antibiotics do not work. Antibiotics should not be used as a means of prevention of treatment of COVID-19. In hospitals, physicians will sometimes use antibiotics to prevent or treat secondary bacterial infections, which can be complication of the COVID-19 in severely ill patients. They should only be used as directed by a physician to treat a bacterial infections. And the last question, can I catch COVID-19 from the feces of someone with disease? Can I catch COVID-19 from the feces of someone with the disease? While initial investigation suggests the virus may be present in feces in some cases, to date, there have not been reports of fecal oral transmission of COVID-19. Additionally, there is no evidence to date on the survival of COVID-19 virus in water or sewage. So, WHO is assessing ongoing research on the ways COVID-19 is spread and will continue to share new findings and topics. So, this is a entirely COVID-19 coronavirus questions and answers. So, let us understand that all questions and answers, please follow accordingly, and to control the COVID-19 and to prevent the cross contaminations in different area in your home and workplace area. Okay, thank you, thanks a lot.